website that they had been contacted by a man from Massachusetts who was looking for a missing loved one from Massachusetts since 2008. He had come across the NamUs website while searching missing persons databases online, and while on the unidentified persons part of our website, the NamUs website, he found the uploaded case information on case number 9388, and he found that it bore strong similarities to that of his missing family member. I obtained DNA from the family in Massachusetts, and those samples were submitted to our lab here in Connecticut. Within weeks, the lab was able to make a positive match between the missing Massachusetts man and our unidentified deceased male, who's now been identified as Fat Hugh Mai, date of birth December 4th, 1957.
The unidentified person that I had assigned to my investigation, according to Dr. Freeman, had extensive and somewhat expensive dental work. There was some bridge work, there was clear evidence of someone who had taken care of themselves with dental work and cavities and things like that. Speaking with Waterbury, they were explaining to me that their missing person, who was later identified as Kenny Lamanna, had bridge work, had extensive and expensive dental work. I then began to go through NamUs and started to compare those similarities from the dental work and the profiles that Waterbury had created from their missing person to my unidentified person. We then contacted the lab where we requested DNA that was going to be examined from the unknown skull that was found, and then Waterbury traveled out to the state of Pennsylvania to obtain a DNA sample from Kenny Lamanna's mother. That DNA sample was brought back. The known sample was compared to the unknown sample through our lab, and just as had happened in the other investigation, it was done at a very rapid.
One of the things I always say is there are 3 autopsies in each death investigation. The medical examiner autopsies the body, the crime lab autopsies the things, and the detectives autopsy the information. And if you don't have all 3, you don't get a good resolution most of the time. When they started the push to put things on NamUs, I had my doubts. I really had faith in the traditional methods of searching for missing persons. Boy, was I wrong. It was an awful lot of work in our office.
Last fall, Jan Smolinski, mother of Billy Smolinski, and I met with Commissioner Bradford, and we had a discussion about missing persons and the need for a missing persons unit. Rather quickly, Commissioner Bradford looked into it, and there came about the missing persons unit with the state police. Their openness to think about these issues and also to then commit resources has been a welcome to the Office of Victim Advocate, who helped many of these families try to find justice. What we have today is the result of teamwork. The state's attorneys, the local police, the medical examiners, the state lab, everybody working together for one family to get an answer to what happened. And it really brings forth an end to that question that keeps many of these families up at night wondering what happened, where did my loved one go? It doesn't end their frustration or their tragedy, but it answers that one question. And I can't thank this team that we have here and all the people that are behind this team enough for the work they've done for these 2 families, and also what I anticipate is closure to me.
These are our DNA sequencers. It's our last step in actually getting our DNA profile. So after we've extracted our DNA and then amplified our DNA, which is making multiple copies of it, we run it through this instrument. The DNA actually runs through these capillaries over here, and then the DNA gets read by a laser beam. Now, what you can see on this computer screen over here is the actual DNA profile being read by the laser as it comes off of the instrument.
How about you get over here, Ryan? You can see it better over here.
So what's being generated is computer data that we're going to interpret to actually make a DNA profile. Now what we do with DNA profiles, we have DNA profiles from the scenes of the crimes, we call those question samples, and then we have DNA profiles from known people associated with the case, victims, suspects, elimination knowns from the scene of the crime, and we make comparisons from those DNA profiles from the question samples to the DNA profiles to the known samples as to if those known samples can or cannot be included as contributors to the DNA profile from the question sample.
What's that on the screen?